want to flip a house. You saw a TV show where somebody made 50 grand in 30 minutes and thought to yourself, I could do that. That looks pretty good.
We're Glenn and Amber Schwarm. Since we started flipping houses back in 2008, we've now flipped hundreds of homes in the capital region of New York State. It did not start out that way though, did it?
No.
We had some very difficult and I would say very humble beginnings. You know, back in 2008, the market was crashing. If you remember that time, banks weren't loaning money, the market was crashing, everybody said to run and get away from real estate.
Yeah, they thought we were crazy.
I can't tell you how many times we were told, hey, you shouldn't do real estate, that's a bad idea. But here's the situation. We were both going through divorces from our spouses, so not a good time. We were $80,000 in credit card debt, down to really no money left. We didn't know what to do. We had to make some money and we had to make it fast. So like you, we saw a TV show and it looked like something. We went to a local seminar.
We did.
There were about 8 people in the room, it was not very fancy, and the guy was talking about flipping houses. And we liked the concept. So we drove to Connecticut and heard a seminar where there's a few more people, and we got some ideas that day. And we came back and decided to do it. And we flipped our first house and really didn't have any guidance, any coaching. We were just stubborn.
And desperate.
And desperate. Funny how desperation can really drive you. So we took off and did that house. And let me tell you, that first house was not so amazing.
No.
we almost killed each other several times in the process. Remember,
literal blood, sweat, and tears.
We're both going through divorces, so we're already emotionally charged at any minute. So it was not a good situation. So every time something went wrong, we blamed each other, and it was just not good. So we tried to figure it out. But we ended up doing that house. I think we sold it. I want to say it took maybe 8 months total.
Yeah, it took twice as long and cost double as much as we anticipated.
It did. Yeah, not quite as much. But at the end of the day, we sold it, paid off all of our credit cards, and made around $15,000 or $16,000, I think, something like that, on that first flip. And so we realized we could do it. You know, we had potential to make some money here. So we went ahead and did our next house, and that house, we did all the work ourselves. We learned we didn't like, we don't do the work ourselves anymore. We learned we don't like doing the work. It's a lot of work. We did all the work ourselves, and we worked for 33 days straight. 16
to 18-hour days. Every day, the night before, we would create a list, and we would not stop working until we got that list done.
Remember, we were desperate. So we went out and did that, and we sold that house in a time when people said to run for the hills. We sold it in a bidding war. This would be in 2008, end of 2008.
Yeah.
And we sold it in a bidding war and made $2,000 over asking. When all was said and done, we cleared around $33,000 in profit. And we realized right then and there that we could do it as a business.
Yep.
It was always my passion to be able to teach other people how to do this as a business. And my former career was always in speaking, coaching, training, and I love it. I love helping people. I love helping them reach their goals. I love getting to know people and finding out what gets them excited and finding a way to help them reach that goal. That's always something that's always driven me. So, go ahead.
The cool thing about real estate too and flipping houses is it can be something that you do full-time, or it can be something you do alongside of your job.
Right.
And that's something that we get asked about all the time is, how do you do it? How do you just get started? How do you do your first one?
Yeah, you don't have to go all in. You don't, when we talk about, I don't want you to think to yourself, am I going to go to some seminar and work?
Quit my job.
Yeah, that's not what I want to do out of the gates. We understand that. It always starts small. I guess that's what I want to make sure you know is that our vision didn't start with a grand vision of having a company that now we'll buy close to 100 houses this year, and we do every single year. So we didn't start out with that vision though. Our vision was let's do one. And so we want to kind of base this seminar on how do you do one house? How do you kind of get started and do one house? Before I talk about what we're going to offer at the seminar, I want to tell you this. We don't think that everybody who's watching this wants to be a full-time real estate investor or a full-time flipper, and that's what you want to do for your living or for your life. Really, it's a vehicle to get you where you want to go. Maybe you want to retire early. Maybe you want to travel the world. Maybe you want to put your kids in
private school or college.
Right, or whatever. Or let them experience the world. Maybe you just want to hoard all the money for yourself because that's who you are. Whatever you want to do, most things in life that we need take money, And so real estate investing and doing what we do really is a vehicle to get you from point A to point B. That's all that it is. It doesn't have to be the rest of your life. It can be a short amount of time, and it can truly change your life if you let it. Right?
Absolutely. It's changed ours.
It has. It very much has changed ours. So, here's what I want to tell you. The weekend coming up, this is going to be a great seminar and a workshop. And here's what we're going to cover.
How to find, fund, fix, flip, or hold.
Yeah, I can't say it as good as she can. Let's try it again. So we're going to find, fund, fix, flip, or hold houses, right?
Absolutely.
We're going to go through each one of those things. We have, I don't know if you know this, but if you look at the website that you're on right now, you're going to see a list of speakers that are going to be there. We have speakers coming in from all over the country. They're going to be there to teach you how to do that. Number one, we're going to teach you how to find houses. We're going to focus a lot on online marketing, how to make the phone ring to you, right? Then we're going to talk about how to fund that house. Go ahead.
And that's something that we've had a lot of a really great experience in. What we don't like is these gurus that get online and on TV shows and talk about how you don't have to have any money to flip a house. You have to have money. It just doesn't have to be your money.
The fun part is if you think about this from your own world, if you bought a car, if you bought a home, if you bought anything that you've taken a loan out, you bought that without using your own money. So when we talk about buying a home without using your own money, you've probably already done it. Maybe you just haven't thought of it that way, but you've already probably done it. We're going to teach you how to do that, and sometimes do that with 100% financing, so you don't have to come up with any money out of your own pocket. So you don't need to have money, but you need to be resourceful. And we're going to teach you how to be resourceful and give you those tips. So we're going to find them, we're going to fund them,
then we're going to fix them.
Go ahead.
And
this is her specialty.
Yeah, that part we've gone to the School of Hard Knocks with, and there's a lot to fixing a house, but you don't have to have experience. Like, you don't have to be a contractor. You just have to know contractors and know the right questions to ask, how to interview them correctly, you know, what kind of paperwork to get them to sign so that they don't take your money and run. There are a lot of things that we can teach you there to really streamline the process and make it flow much more simple.
Everything that we've done, we've built a system around so that our business now runs like a system. We don't buy close to 100 houses a year without having a system. We don't visit all those houses. We have a system. We have people in place. We've built a company that does that. And we're going to teach you how to use that system. We don't want people to come to the seminar. We're not going to teach you how to read a tape measure because I couldn't teach you. I truly don't know how to read one. I don't want to know. We're not going to teach you how to...
I know how to read a tape measure.
She's the brain for the operation. I'm not even a good looks. I don't even know what I am. But we will teach you how to flip houses without using your own money, without using your own back-breaking labor to do that. Because you may have a full-time job. You can do it part-time alongside your job. So find, fund, fix, and then flip or hold. Flip or hold means, do I want to make a lot of money now in a big chunk? Or do I want to spread that money out and build a retirement portfolio that will take care of me, not just through my lifetime, but after I go? And I can leave that to my children, and that income will continue month to month. And I'm not saying go out there and be a landlord. Again, this is hands off. Once you build it and set it up in motion, your hands are off from the managing part. We'll teach you how to do that. We'll teach you how to set it up so that the rent comes in and you get the money for that, but someone else handles all the headache. Now that's how you invest in real estate. Some of the wealthiest people in the world have made their money through real estate. We can list name after name, Google it if you want to on the internet, but that's where most of the people's wealth in the world has come from, is real estate investing. But how do average people get their hands on that?
And speaking of average people, Glenn and I are average people. We have,
yeah.
You know, if you're expecting to come to a seminar and, you know, see us pull up in a Lamborghini and, you know, diamonds and pearls and whatever, that's not us. We're real people. We have 5 kids, 4 still live at home. We're your average everyday people, and
we run the basketball games, we do all that, we run the sporting events, we run to the school, we do the open houses at school, we do all that stuff. We're real people. You know, we have a real crazy life that goes on here. To what Amber said, years ago, and you can still watch them on TV, late night TV, you'll see people that say, you know, come to my webinar, or, you know, come learn from me, and they pull up in their Ferrari, and they pull up in their yacht, which they usually rent those things for a commercial. It's ridiculous. I just don't like all that flash. I like reality. I like talking to real people. If you're coming to the seminar and hoping to, you know, walk out of there with a check for $5 million, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, it's not a get-rich-quick scheme.
No, you can definitely make a lot of money in real estate, but you do have to work for it. But what helps is knowing how to work. We're going to teach you how to work smart, not hard. You can swing a hammer. You can go out and try and do everything yourself. You can try and you know, do it full-time while you already have a full-time job, or you can utilize other people and other services and make a great income without killing yourself, and use a system like we've used to build our business.
And there's a lot more to flipping houses or investing in real estate than just the systems and the mechanics. There's a mindset that goes along with it too, and we're very big on coaching you through that mindset that you need to have, how to flip a house without flipping out, basically.
Yeah, that's a real important point as we're starting to wrap up here. I want to make sure that you know is that we help people think differently. Like Amber said, we believe that we have a term we like. It's having a real estate of mind, and having a real estate of mind means that you think differently than other people think. Most people you hang around are broke, they're unhappy, they're going nowhere, they work in a job they don't love. Why would you want to be like that? If you have the choice to live differently, why would you want to be that way? Well, maybe somebody hasn't inspired you to think differently. Maybe you haven't been with somebody that said, hey, what if you thought about this instead of this? Or what if you did this instead of this? Maybe someone hasn't sat with you and said, here's your goal, why don't you use this? We're going to teach you how to use real estate to reach those goals, to achieve the kind of things you want to achieve in life. And we're going to help you think differently. Most things that we do in life are 20% the mechanics, 80% the mental state that you're in when you do it. We don't have time on this to go into it, but at the seminar, we're going to jump into how important having the right mental mindset is to your success. Have you ever had something in your life that maybe you were trying to lose weight, or maybe you were trying to reach a certain goal in business, or maybe in sales, or whatever that goal might be. Maybe you got just so close and then you sabotaged. And you don't know why, but you were just so close and then you sabotaged. Because mentally, we let ourselves down. Hey, I do it too. I'm just like you guys. We set goals for ourselves and sometimes we don't reach them. And I have to look inside and say, what's holding me back? We're going to help you think through that and say, what's holding me back from reaching my goals? Why haven't I done it? I've seen seminars before. I've been to seminars. I haven't tried to flip a house. Maybe you've already flipped several houses. Maybe you're a landlord and you want to go to the next level. Whatever it might be, what's holding you back?
Flipping a house is scary, especially that first one. It's a scary process. What if I lose money? What if I don't know how to do this? What if I don't know how to do that? So we can help hold your hand through those fears so you can reach that goal.
If you want to learn more about what we're doing here, I would really encourage you to come to the seminar. We'd love to be there. A lot of times speakers come through town and you see them on TV, like you've probably seen us on TV. And when they come into town, they have people that go to the seminar and speak for them. Well, Amber and I are going to be at the seminar. You'll be able to hear from us, meet with us, talk to us. You're going to be there for 20 hours over 2 days. It's a lot. I know it's a lot to do on a weekend. But what do you want to achieve with your life is what this really boils down to, right? I mean, what are you willing to give up to do that? The cost is a whopping $97. For fun, I put that on a calculator. It's $4.85 an hour to be educated on how to reach your goals in life. So if you don't have that, I'm not sure if I can help you. So that's, $4.85 an hour is peanuts to come in there. We're also so confident you're going to love the weekend. We're going to give you a full money back guarantee. If you're there through noon the first day and you don't think that you're going to get 10 times the value from what you invested, just come see one of the people in the back. They'll give you your money back and you can go. It's as simple as that. So that's how confident we are. Fill out the form on the internet here and come see us.
The register button's right here on the website. Just click that button and get yourself registered. Seating is limited, so we are in a smaller forum. So we want to make sure that we can give people individual attention, so we don't want it to be too huge. So seating is limited, so get registered right away.
Looking forward to having a lot of fun. We're sarcastic, we joke a lot, there'll be music playing, we're going to have a good time. I promise it won't be a boring seminar. We're not boring people. Frankly, I don't want to be boring. So boring people stink. Who wants to be around boring people? So we're going to have fun. We're going to teach you what we do. We're going to get into as much detail as we can. There's going to be a lot of great guest speakers there coming from all over the country to teach you the mechanics, and we're going to teach you the mindset, and together you're going to walk out of there with, I guarantee you, it'll be at least 10 times your investment. I hope it's 100 times, and for some of you guys, it'll probably change your life.
So you can either call the 800 number on the screen or click that register button and just register right online.
We look forward to meeting you there. Have a great day, everybody.